Questions again. Questions again about this situation. Wait till I get some people in here. I'm gonna show y'all something. I got a list of names of well-known celebrities and social media, um, social media famous people on this list. Wait till I get a few people in here. What's up, bro? It's gonna be one of the ones right here. It's not gonna be super long, but it's gonna be one of the ones. Just wait until I get a few people in here. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Wait till I get a few people in here. I'm feeling something, man. I'm feeling something in the air, Pookie. And I think in this video I might cover it, or I might do a separate video. But I watched Compton Rick Rock, Compton Rick Rock recent video. Luce, I mean not Luce, that's Brick Baby. Phone call. He made a telephone call. I don't know who he was talking to, but basically, man, the streets ain't this. It ain't no loyalty in it. If it ain't family, shouldn't work. You know what I mean? You should be too. Giving that little speech that niggas ain't keeping it real speech. You know what them niggas do when they go to jail. Ain't no honor amongst thieves. You seen that? What's going on? So, I got about a couple of people in here, 2 minute mark. So I got a list of names right here, right? If y'all can see. Oh shit. I'm reckless driving. You see all these names? What do all these names have in common? Do it again. What do all these names have in common? I got a lot of names on here, right? I'm gonna start from the top, work my way down. 6ix9ine, rapper, turned, celebrity, joined the gang, was getting extorted, beat up in this gang. The dudes in the game was smashing this girl or whatever. They kidnapped him, beat him up, doing all this stuff. Long story short, 6ix9ine was uh, uh, given that information by the feds when they picked him up, which drove 6ix9ine to tell on the gang or whatever the case may be. So 6ix9ine racked, right? Gunna cooperated, basically ratted on, his YSL gang. Yes, ma'am. Whole lot of things he was saying. Lil Woody off the YSL case, rat, right? That what they, labeled a rat. Told this, that, and the third. Alpo out of Harlem, rat. Trenches TV, the dude that had his face all covered up from Chicago, covering all the stories. Say homeboy rat. Spot him, got him out of Florida. Like thugging in my Reebok, chop, make your feet top. You remember that? He locked up now. I think he get out in like 2 years. They say he told on a few people, rat. Cowboy is not necessarily to be a rat, but they tried to say Cowboy, uh, 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 Nipsey right hand man, Cowboy, took the stand on, Eric Holder told his story, so they was labeling him a rat. I don't really say that, but they labeled him a rat because he took the stand. T.I., no paperwork on T.I. that he told on nobody, but T.I. did a 1-800 tip. You know what I mean? I already know he was doing that. So part of the stipulation of his release, he did a commercial, 1-800 tips, get you some money or whatever, tell on crimes. We all know the people that call those hotlines are people that's going to call the police anyway. Street guys don't normally, they don't call that type of shit. All right, well, anyway, call T.I. rat. Terrence Gangsta Williams out of New Orleans, Birdman brother, told on the dead. He said he told on the dead. They labeled him a rat. Rollo, they labeled Rollo a rat. Big Meech, new information come out. The guy out of St. Louis, say Big Meech told on rat. That's what they say. FBG Butter out of Chicago, to stand, say FBG Butter a rat. I said all these names to say this. Every last one of these individuals that I just named, still have a fan base. They still have supporters. They still making lots of money. You know what I'm saying? Even from the biggest names like the Meeches and Ti, these guys are still millionaires, all the way to the smallest one like FBG Butter. FBG Butter was raking in a lot of money on these interviews. He got a fan base. Yeah, people that say free them. All these guys that done got locked up, they done had a sea of people that say free them, free them, free them. All right, Homer King, what you getting at? What you getting at? What I'm getting at is this. What I titled the video. I titled the video, Will Brick Baby and Luce Cannon Cooperate? Will they cooperate? We're around town. This is not a rolling 60s indictment. This is a Big U indictment. Um, Luce Cannon have stated on several occasions how he feel about Big U. Call him Big Useless, Big Uterus. You know, he talked bad about him. Brick Baby, you know, he started shying away from him. He ain't talking as bad as Luce Cannon, but as of lately, they say in there, Big U tried to get Brick Baby to sign some paper or some affidavit, something, and he refused to sign it. He ain't want to sign it. He don't want to have no dealings with him. He allegedly cellmates with Big Luce Cannon. Luce Cannon expressed how much he disliked Big U. For him to be in a cell with Luce Cannon means he in agreement with it. He in agreement with it, right? So I got these questions down here. If Luce Cannon and if Luce Cannon and Brick Baby snitch on Big U, will the internet turn their back on them? If Luce Cannon and Brick Baby cooperate, give up whatever it is they need to give up, say whatever it is they need to be said that the FBI want them to say or sign a thing to take the stand and say or whatever for a lesser sentence or to get out, will the internet turn on them had they did that? I think not. That's why I named all those other people in the beginning before I started talking about what I wanted to talk about. I think if put it like this, put it like this, niggas have snitched on dudes that did nothing but evil good for them while they was living in the street. What you mean by evil good? Meaning you got dudes that turned state, turned government informant, and ratted on dudes that did nothing but evil good for them. Meaning they always kept them in the loop on money making moves. When it was when the bricks came in, they always made sure they gave them a supply so they could make them some money off the work. When the pounds of weed, the bales of weed came in, they made sure they was able to eat off it. That's what you would consider evil goods. Like it's an evil deed, what we're doing. It's a toxic deed, it's a devilish deed, it's a crime breaking deed, but I'm gaining a evil good off of it. I'm making money off of it. So if you got guys that have told on dudes that didn't do nothing but as far as the streets is involved, kept it real with them, I always put them in position to make some money. And they told on them, what make you think a dude that has expressed on so many different occasions that he don't like Big U, Big Useless is this, Big Uterus is that, he don't like, what make you think he won't tell on him had he get that opportunity? Like what make you think he won't do that? You have to do right no matter what. What make you think that they won't tell on him? Because it's not like the internet gonna turn their back on him. I don't think the internet is gonna turn on him. I think they're gonna troll him. People gonna troll him. So you gotta think if neighborhood rolling 60s, if first of all it's already been exposed that Cannon is not from the 60s. He didn't grow up over there. He can't name the people who put him on over there, who he squabbled with over there. He's never seen over there. Brick Baby is from over there, but he don't attend nothing that goes on over there. You got guys over there that's mad at him because he late DW Flames asked him for a nap, which is a disrespectful term in the clips or whatever, and he was supposed to, answer to some people, You know, it was a bunch of people they wanted him to answer to or whatever, get a DP or whatever. He never did any of that. He never showed up. Brick Baby was never even over there neither, right? So if they was tell on them niggas, do it really matter? They don't hang over there no fucking way. I'm not trying to encourage them to do it. I feel like you make your bed, you lay in it. But I'm just saying, I'm just really, that's why I named all those well-known people in the beginning of this video before I got to Loose Cannon and Brick Baby. Because all these people that's been called rats or it's actual government rats that say they rats, the 6ix9ines, the Gunners, all these type of people, they still have a fan base. They still raking in millions of dollars, living a very comfortable life, got a steady stream of income and have supporters. And I used to say in the comment section, man, I snitch too. I rat too. Somebody been fucking my girl and then they kidnapped me. I rat on them too. So I even heard people in the comment section backing up what 6ix9ine and all, Gunna and all them was doing, right? So we live in a time where people don't care. People don't care. People do not care about fuck all shit. People do not care about that shit. They don't. They really don't. I'm driving a Sprinter, Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, 2500. I'm listening to you on that work. That's what's up. Get that money, poop. Get that money. Get that money. Let me see. Why wouldn't they snitch on Big U? Somebody that they dislike. Somebody that they strong. You gotta think these dudes are podcasters, content creators. They are not active gang members. This stuff, they're not active gang members. This stuff they arrested for is things of the past. They ain't like stuff that them niggas ain't been doing shit. Don't let them niggas fool you. They say that on rolling, on the dead homies and all that shit on 6-0. They say all that shit because it just sound hip. It sound cool. But them niggas ain't doing what 6-0 niggas, rolling niggas do on a daily basis. They don't have the jumper and then go out hanging out with the bros. You know what I'm saying? On the doing none of that shit. They not doing none of that. They don't. How many guys from neighborhood that Brick Baby has brought up there on no jumpers and interviewed and had up there? How many people um Loose Cannon brought up there? Him and Brick Baby was arguing, and he said he came up there 30 deep. Brick Baby said he came up there 30 deep and wasn't nobody rolling, wasn't nobody from Sixes. So again, if they get brought, what do y'all think? Y'all think that if the feds get them a sweet situation to give up information or testify against Big U, because that's who they really want? Do you think Loose Cannon, a guy who have expressed on numerous occasions how much he disliked Big U, how Big U used to manipulate them and they go pull a move and the dudes will pop up and 15, 20, 45 minutes later while they counting up and they do this, they do that, um and how much he disliked Big U. What cold ethics is he living his life on? He's not in them streets like that. Him, what whack, even whack 100 can't go back to Pacoima and all these areas. He don't go back to the two P's and his area, his neighborhood, his, where he be at. He don't be over there with them dudes like that. Them dudes trying to. They say he been ducking the DP forever. Them dudes do not hang out in these areas. They just claim that shit on podcasts. They not everyday day ones. Like right now, I'm in my day one area where I grew up at. I can bend a couple of corners right now and pull up on dudes and hop out and go live with dudes that they've been knowing me since elementary school. They still out hustling. I don't involve myself in that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't too far from that area. But what I'm saying, them niggas they don't pop up on videos doing that type of shit. They don't do that. They done enough. Hold on, where I put it at? Hold on. I put it on here. They both have done a lot of self-snitching. What makes it different? What's the difference? If they done a lot of self-snitching on themselves and involving other people, then and I remember when he was arguing with when Brick Bay was arguing with Luce Cannon over the phone, and he was talking about who put him on, and he went to naming names of people that had nothing to do with the conversation, incorporating people that had nothing to do with the conversation. Oh, I got put on this street behind such and such house. I squabbled with such. He went to naming all these people from the '60s that had nothing to do with it. Self snitching on himself. I got more hats than you got squabbles. I did this. I did that. Checking in. If you gonna check in, I did this. Oh, we did Meek Mills like this. Oh, we did that. We ran down on this artist. We did this to this person. We robbed this person. You know what I'm saying? So they done so much self snitching. What's the difference if they take the stand and tell on Big U? A nigga who they claim they don't really have no respect for, no love for, no nothing for. I'm just trying to understand. It's a ghost driving. Like you see this steering wheel right here that my hand is holding. This is just a fake steering wheel. This steering wheel is not controlling or operating the vehicle. It's a ghost behind me. That's why I look like I'm in reverse because I'm in the back of my Sprinter, and the back of my Sprinter has two steering wheels. So here's the steering wheel, and it's a steering wheel in the front. So I am acting like I'm driving when I'm not driving. Actually, this is a blue screen. I'm really at home sitting still somewhere. I'm not driving nowhere. I'm just sitting still. Yeah, I'm sitting still. I'm not driving nowhere. This is a set. It's a prop. It's a set. Oh my God, man. Motherfuckers clearly see me my hands on the steering wheel and still ask who's driving. God damn. I think I be losing IQ points when I be answering y'all sometimes. When I be answering the nonsense y'all be saying sometimes, I think I be losing. Oh, it's not cap, bro. I'm really in my living room right now. It just look like I'm driving. I'm not driving. I'm not driving. I'm not in a vehicle. Um, will the internet turn their back on Loose Cannon and Brick, baby, if they cooperate with federal government in helping take down Biggie? I think that's a legitimate question. That ain't no crazy question. It ain't like them niggas went in there and they bros like they all hanging out in the same dormitory. They got them going to commissary together and they making big boy pizzas and hot pockets on the weekend, watching the sports, the game and betting on parlay and gambling and sitting around chilling doing push ups together. They ain't doing none of that shit. They ain't doing that from what we hear. They don't even like this big you guy. So my question